Okay, so we're on our way to the Sun King, and after doing one of those side missions, which is to get the Sun Prince, I guess, and the Mother all the way over here, I want to see if that's going to alter how the story kind of goes, because that was a long-ass cutscene. And now I want to see what's going to happen with this, because now we're going to have to defend this, because I'm pretty sure this is the Spires, or Spire they're talking about. I could be mistaken, but that's the only thing that makes sense to me, so... Oh, let's see.
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
A threat. Helis commands a legion of fanatics called the Eclipse. They will attack soon from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them, god, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it. It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost.
These are dire
Let
times.
that happen.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
That's going to change soon.
Meridian isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes, send them to the Spire. Eren knows Aloy. He won't question it.
And have the city guard fortify the western ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the Spire rests.
Aloy, allow me to apologize for my behavior before. After everything that happened with Ursa, I was confused.
Confused, you say?
If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Then you have it. As long as you don't confuse me with her again.
Even
Oh.
a king can learn his lesson. Good then. I'm glad that's behind us.
Yes.
Now, it will take time to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of our enemies. Everything.
This is going to be
I
a
don't know
while.
about everything, but I'll tell you what I can.
Okay. I was going to say, never mind. I don't have to explain every small, finite detail that I had to go through. That would have been really, really frustrating. It's like asking silence on
Quietly does it.
everything.
Panic in the city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival.
Hey, what were you going?
Ah, Aloy. Preparations are underway on the ridge defenses and at the Spire. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came for Meridian, others for shards. But many came for you, by name.
Because I'm an awesome person.
For me.
Don't be so humble.
The ridge will be the front line. That's where the city guard are holding?
Yes, bolstered by some of the irregulars I spoke of before. The Oseram cannons that thundered Meridian's walls in the Liberation will now defend us. You're welcome to tour the defenses.
And the Spire. Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. Clashing breastplates together and testing out their battle cries, I suppose. A number of
That
the
euphemism.
Nora have also arrived at the Spire. They have resisted the offer of a royal audience. Perhaps you could parley with them.
I will. I suppose all we can do is wait for the attack.
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but our spotters at Evening Sign report there's still no movement in the west. So, if there's more you need to do elsewhere, seize this time to do it. Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you. You can sleep there, if sleep comes.
Okay, so what can I do now? I have 3 different objects. Optional. Visit defense site. Review preparations. Oh, okay. So I can go see everything. Okay, here's
Owen's
Owen's
apartment.
place.
Feels...
So this is where I have to rest?
Should I sleep? Did I leave anything unfinished?
Okay, yeah, okay. So at least I know I can rest and initiate it. I'm gonna go do some other stuff real quick. We're gonna check out all of these optionals first. I'm gonna go do some side stuff that I won't include in this. It's just to increase my pouches and stuff like that, just so I can get all that out of the way. And then we are going to sleep and rest and get all ready for this final battle that I have to examine.
Polish that armor?
Take
Who's
their
this?
off.
Of
Go
course.
give him a rap on the knuckles
That
and let him
isn't
go.
I told you I'd be here.
You did, Teb. But have your wounds even had time to heal?
Honestly, if I fought, I'd probably come undone. But don't worry. I'll leave that to the other Nora at the Spire. I brought supplies instead. These Karja have made me an honorary quartermaster, whatever that means.
It sounds impressive.
I could get used to it. We'll be setting up caches of arms and medicine under these banners. Look for them when the fighting starts.
Oh
Aloy,
yeah, I'll be distracted looking at all that.
looked into the mountain? Did the goddess tell you our chances?
No,
She didn't need to. I know we can do this, Teb.
Maybe we can.
Prince Edaman
we
escaped
just gotta stop
Sunfall.
Hades
Praise
here.
the Sun King for saving him without bloodshed.
Um,
Don't let your blood.
what the hell is this?
Huh. So you must be Aloy then. I thought there'd be more of you.
More of me.
Thicker, I suppose. More of a gear wheel, less of a ringlet. Don't get me wrong, you're very well struck.
Do all Oseram flirt at the most inopportune times?
Inopportune? Battle hasn't even started yet. Petra Forge woman. I hail from the Free Heap. I'll be heading back in the next dust storm. Murad asked me to check over the city arsenal first. Cannons have aged well, but I've cleared their throats so they can really roar.
Can I try one?
Everybody wants a turn. Have at it then.
Score.
It hits nice and wide. No need to aim it like a bow.
Okay. Well, hold on. I'm not sure if this is something I need to, but I'm going to. Ah! Anywho, what else do I have to inspect?
How many men do you think you'll kill in the battle, Ethan?
As many as I have to.
Nicola,
Nicola.
you came to fight.
How could I not? During the Red Raids, there was only one Karja butcher the Nora feared more than Zaid.
Helis.
I would stand against any army he leads, no matter how strong. For the Nora he terrorized, for myself, and for my father.
We'll stop him. You have my word.
Your word means a lot, especially now. Because of you, I hear the sacred land is opened. If we win, I can go home.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be good to see Jan again. I'm with you, Aloy. Until the end.
So many people are gonna die. I can feel it.
Geneva, they called you back to duty.
So, you're the one behind all this commotion? Who made Sun King Avad finally show his sword arm from behind those robes?
A king can be fierce and fair, Geneva. He's a good man.
A smart man, too. He had Murad offer all my prisoners a royal pardon if they'd fight for Meridian. The whole motley lot of them agreed. Didn't take much convincing.
With your kind of convincing, I don't doubt it.
Ha! This time I went easy on them. Those who commit the crime of attacking Meridian, they'll see less of my lenient side. May the sun blaze at your back, Aloy.
Is there just like everyone I've helped so far over here? Oh, I'm gonna go check everywhere now.
That's a nice spear, Uther.
Thank you.
I like the way you grip it.
Just because he
You're the
failed
hunter
to
from the
kill
Banuk Grove.
I remember you also, Nora. The machines shook free of their slumber after you arrived. Raged and fought.
Well, that wasn't my fault.
No, I'm thanking you. That night, I decided I would not go back to Banur. I would take my hunt into these lands. So many machines, even demons. Spidery, skittering, without the blue light in them. Dead things that must be killed again.
Our enemies dug up an army of them.
An army. Yes, that's why I came. Good. I'll wait.
Wow, it's like everyone I've ever helped.
Elita, I'm pleased to see you, but what are you doing here?
I'm helping prepare for the battle. If Atrol were here, we would have fought together. I know it. So I'm doing everything I can. Digging battlements, collecting herbs. Anything that makes a difference. I can't take his place. Nothing can take his place. But I'm here for him. For both of us.
I understand what it was he saw in you.
He'll always be with me. Sun and shadow still meet for a moment. Every dawn and dusk. I should give you this. To help in the battle. By the sun, I hope you don't need it.
Thank you, Elita.
What is it? Antidotes. Okay, I don't really even use those, but sweet. I have extras. Hey!
Little Huntress, you called, so here I am.
Ready to fight?
Fight? I thought you just wanted tea and conversation. Is there a battle coming? I wasn't informed.
Well, that can't be true. You're always informed.
Ah, so I am. We've only met a few times, and yet you know me so well.
I don't think I know you at all. But I'd like to.
When I hear that line, it usually means something else. Can I tell you a secret?
Of course.
I've been waiting for this fight my whole life. The enemy we face today is the same that turned Meridian into a slave pit and Sunfall into a bloodbath. Fanatics who torture and murder mothers, fathers, families, children, and say it's the will of the sun. I hate them, Aloy. I've got the scars of their whips on my back to prove it. And today, we can get rid of them once and for all. I said I came for you, but that was only half the truth. I came for them. This time,
For
they're
me and
not
to kill.
getting away.
Got it.
I'm with you, Vanasha. We'll fight them together.
And I won't forget it, little Huntress. Tomorrow, may the sun rise in a better world.
Okay, let me yeah,
Aloy.
thank you.
At ease, Uthid. Meridian will be glad to have you on its side. And I am too.
The honor is mine. You saved my epitaph from being a fine soldier, but a fool of a man.
I'm hoping you won't need any kind of epitaph just yet.
As the sun wills. When you found me, I was trying to eke out a glorious death. But now, a glorious life seems more preferable. To watch Edelman play in the low gardens again. Still surrounded by a dozen guards, but... what you did, Aloy, it was done well. Although, I can't shake this road, Vanasha. She delights in goading me. Like brazen colors waved before a behemoth.
Do you want me to ask her to stop?
No. I accept it. Well then. Meridian shall stand and shadow shall fall. I swear it.
Here's to that, Uthid.
Okay, who else can I talk to? Who else can I talk to? Okay, now it's time to go to the third spot and get that one out of the way. And since they're super close together, this is going to be an interesting fight. Where am I going to be? I don't know. All over the place. I'll be running back and forth. Watch. This is going to be a trek. Why don't they have any climbing points right here? That'd be the best thing to install. I don't want to keep running up all this shit, especially if I have to run here quick. That would be annoying. I was going to say maybe they could just like block off this layer, but we're dealing with machines that can climb up fucking walls, so that wouldn't really be feasible. Like stalkers, and then you got the corruptors, and then you also have like the Deathbringers. I would just be able to blow the shit out of this, so yeah. Poor thinking on my part. Who's all here this time? See, 1, 2, 3, 4. See, 4 people I can talk to. Maybe I did poorly and did not.
Rises taller than the highest tree.
These cards are in their frilled armor look like turkeys. But
War Chief Sona. War Chief, you seem
The Nora do not belong here. I do not belong here. I will fight the metal devil that threatens us all, but my place is in the sacred land. The wrongness here jags at me like an arrowhead.
I'm sorry to put you through this.
Do not be sorry. This will be ended. My spear, my word.
Who else is around here? So she's one of the few that's like not really happy that the plans have changed. Mostly everyone else is like, oh, score! We can leave the sacred land and go be with other people. She's like, no, I don't agree with that. I don't like that one bit.
O great sun, how does your gaze fall? In approval or approach?
Naman, known if there was gonna be a sun priest here, it would be you.
And if the Sun King had allowed outlanders to set foot upon the Alight, this Aloy could only be you. I wish the circumstances were different, or that the Psalms of the Sun could give you peace of mind. But if you'll allow me one pontification...
Go ahead.
You've shown strength and compassion. Our enemy is only a desperate hate. Both sides claim the blessing of the sun, but the sun that I pray to, it would bestow it upon yours.
You know, Naman, I'm already under some pretty heavy divine pressure, but I'll try to live up to it.
The tribes united against Shadow. How could that not be the sun's will?
Yeah, we've already got quite a bit to deal with on our head.
Greetings, Aloy. Don't. You don't need to bow. The Anointed doesn't like it.
She doesn't much like being called Anointed, either. It means a lot to have you here, Varl.
I gave my word.
So, Meridian, what do you think?
I've seen many new things since I first met you. I should thank you.
Varl, what's wrong?
You really want to know? All right. I'm in a foreign land, a tainted land, defending a faithless city that looks like nothing I've seen. From something I can't imagine. And you, after all that's happened, all you've done, I feel like I should drop to my knees and worship you, but I know you don't want that.
Boy, things are pretty tough for you, huh? Thanks for telling the other Nora not to bow. It's the last thing I need.
Don't be too hard on them. They only joined this fight because the Anointed bid it so.
Is that why you came?
No. I would have come just to see you one more time.
Aww.
And
get away from me!
We must fight a metal devil, because the goddess says. Or because you say.
I think the goddess and I are in agreement. We're both glad you're here.
So am I.
Who is this? I would have liked to have Nil on my side, but no,
Who are these guys? They call themselves the Eclipse.
What does that even mean?
Aloy. So here we are again, gearing up for a fight. Only this time it sounds like the bad guys have a lot more firepower. What are we up against, really?
I'm not sure. But there's gonna be a lot of them, and they'll have machines. And if they get past us, it's not just Meridian that will fall. The rest of the world will go with it.
That's big.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like our kind of fight. Right, guys? Well, where do they put the vanguard?
At the front of the line!
And why?
Steel before iron!
And what are we gonna do?
Hit them like a hammer till they can't hit back!
Damn right! You hear that? Nobody's getting past the vanguard. We're here for Meridian.
No offense, but it's 4 of you.
And we're here for you.
Thank you, Erend. Ursa would be proud.
Well, only if we win.
I done seen all I can see. I just had to make sure no one else was over there. Time to go do what I need to. Once we're done with all of that, then I will be back.
Might need that.
Yeah, I'll be back.
They put their stamp on this place.
So there are other places I can discover that I missed that have some side missions. Ooh, so glad I actually decided to go out and explore right now.
Aloy, fancy seeing you all the way out here. Aren't you going to miss your battle?
There's still some time, and I had things left to do.
Lots of moving parts to you, aren't there? I like that. You're welcome here, though I can't make you as welcome as I'd like. We're being pressed by machines on one side, bandits on the other.
Let me add
So
him.
I've been trying to finish up this beauty, to settle our territory disputes. Could use your help.
What is this place, Petra?
The Free Heap. Free because we answer to no one but ourselves, the metal, and the dust storms. And the heap's back there. A scrapyard, piled by Oseram past, from the leavings of the old ones. Breathe it in. Get the smell in you.
Smoke. And sweat.
Living in the trees has dulled your senses. I can taste 5 metals just in my spit.
So all this scrap was left by the ancients. Was it a battlefield?
Stockpile maybe. Or a rubbish heap. Packed so tight it all fused together. Those old ones tossed away more than we'll ever know.
But don't you want to know? To understand what it all meant?
Nah. Some delvers spend their whole lives trying to make sense of it. Not me. What it means is there's good smelting here. Yeah, don't need to understand a forest to chop down the trees for your arrows.
If you did, you'd know Ridgewood makes better shafts.
Careful, you'll scald your tongue with that fire. I don't pine for the old ones. They had their time. Their works are finished. All their inventions are under mountains now, rust on bones. My sisters and brothers of the Forge will make a new world.
So you're a Forge woman. You run the Forge and the town too.
The town is the Forge, and everyone pulls their weight. The right way to do it, without all the Ealdermen having their say. If we were back in the claim Oseram land, 3 days argument anytime someone wants to hammer in a bolt.
Sounds infuriating.
Oh, it is. But we like arguing. You need hot air to keep a furnace burning. Still, some traditions aren't up for debate. I would have ended up Petra Forge wife. How do you like the sound of that?
I don't think it fits you.
Good answer. That's why I left. I was still young from the Forge then. Could make anything of myself before I'd cooled in my ways.
So you left your homeland and came here?
Went to Meridian. Everyone does. Joined the work gangs on the Great Elevator. We finished just as the Mad King got a taste for blood. So I spat and swore I'd find a place for everyone who stuck with me. We lived job to job until the war ended. Then we came upon this old Oseram camp. Long abandoned, metal piled up high. A place to start again. A place to leave my mark. When I was your age, I thought the lasting mark came from the hardest strike.
I suppose you know better now that you're an elder.
Trade secret.
This weapon you're working on, it's like the cannons back at Meridian.
Uh-huh. Was glad to get reacquainted with those guns. I'd been building this one from memory. In the hands as much as in the head. Like you. You craft your own ammunition, I can tell. Little scars on your fingertips. Making this beast, same principle, just bigger and louder.
You said you're being pushed out of your territory.
Out of the junk heap. A pack of scrappers came snuffling in just after we opened a good seam of weapon parts. And now we've got a standoff with a gang of bandits at our foundry. They blockaded us out. They're sitting on our power cells. Guess they like shiny things. Well, to finish up our defenses, I need those parts and cells. In and out job. Keep your hands clean.
I'm not afraid of getting them dirty.
We're gonna go kill everything.
Aren't you a blast of air from the bellows?
Let's go fuck some bitches up.
Bandit defense. Better spot all their sentries before I look for the power cells.
Oh, there's no need to.
There, a power cell.
Yep, I don't have to worry about their sentries because they're all gone and dead. I killed them all. Oh, I was like, where is it? I'm about to go fight that last scrapper afterwards, which won't be too bad.
Okay, done. Now to get into the scrapper's run and find those weapon parts.
Thank God for this armor, man. Whoa.
You'll get yours when the clan blows in. Town's good as torched.
Okay.
Lots of scrappers prowling. Hope they haven't put the scrappers made that pile. Strange.
Man, that was so hard.
Let me find something Petra can use. Fast.
Wow. What else is left? I'm good. I'm glad I really did take out the ones I could then and there.
Back to Petra. I've been in the scrapyard long enough.
Yep, and everything is dead. And then hopefully, by the time we are done, there's not much left on the outside, because I want to get all the side missions done, do everything 100% as best I can. Alright, there you go, Petra. We's all
Petra, I
done.
have the parts you wanted, but there are more bandits coming. The rest of their clan. They want to take the town.
Do they now? Hold this thing steady while I give it a voice. Then we'll let it talk terms for us. Now take it up and brace yourself. Don't press it against your hips if you ever want to use those for... All right, I got it.
Heavy. All I can do to hold it up. Come on, then, if you're coming.
Run this forged dirt town red, boys!
Oh well.
Manners.
Oh, so I need the weapon. Yeah.
Room for improvement on the gun. No complaints about the gunner. Anyone but a bandit clan would pull back now.
Come on, you bungheads! They only have one cannon!
Yeah, you glitched it away.
They're gathering under the bridge, Aloy. Bring it down on them.
What? It's your bridge.
Bridge is coming up, boy. Whoa! Might have overdone it a little.
Totally
now,
worth
I'm
it.
no soldier, but I'd call that a rout.
I like that.
Oh,
I want it all the time.
My teeth hurt from all that.
That's interesting. Need a leather strap to bite down on, perhaps. We'll give those wretches a sky burial. That's fancy talk for leaving them out for the birds. More than they'd have done for us if this thing didn't work.
If it didn't work? It could have not worked?
It isn't finished. That's why we're testing it. Now, you had your Nora toys to fight with. Saying goes, you can only trust metal. But my trust was placed well in you. You're owed, Aloy Machine Hunter. I won't forget it.
Neither will I, Petra. Whoa.
Damn.
Still feel the lightning snap in my hair.
And there's another side quest. What the hell? Where did all these side quests come from?
Are you looking for something?
Can't see hide nor hair of my friends. They went after a herd of behemoths, and now they're overdue.
Only seasoned hunters go after machines like that. Can't they handle themselves?
It's not them I'm worried about. We need special cables from those behemoths to keep our cannons firing. If they miss the herd, Petra will hand me my hide. I never should have agreed to that trade.
What trade did you agree to?
Petra assigned me and Baladja the task of getting cables from that herd. But Jorgris and Baladja are meant for each other, like hammer and steel. They just don't realize it. So I agreed to trade duties with him to, you know, hurry things along.
Didn't Baladja wonder why?
It was her idea. Now I'm worried it worked too well. If they're so busy snogging that they missed the herd, it'll be my skin on the line.
Where did you last see them?
Right here, before they left. Off they went, arguing the whole way.
What were they arguing about?
How best to follow the herd. Jorgris is good with a bow, but he could get lost in his own home. What have I done?
Why not explain what happened to Petra?
If you want to tell Petra, be my guest. Maybe she'll blow her top at you and tire herself out before she gets to me. I would run off in search of them, but since Jorgris took my place, I have his spot on guard duty.
I can look for your friends. Where have they gone?
They were headed to the arch, northwest of here, to watch for the herd. I hope they found their way there. If we miss that herd, we won't be able to keep our cannons firing. I'll throw myself into this fire if I've risked our freedom.
Let's keep that as a last resort. I'll do what I can.
I shall go hunt. Okay, so I have to talk to Petra as an optional thing? I'm confused.
Always so pale. A few minutes at the forge, the heat'll put some color in your cheeks.
I don't need a forge for that. Rushing into the wilds should do it.
What's lit your fire this time?
I can handle it.
No doubt you can, but if it involves Free Heap, I need to hear about it.
You sent 2 hunters after a herd. They've gone missing.
Well, they couldn't have. Caleb could find a needle in a slag heap. Unless he didn't go. Careless, two-fisted smelter. What'd he do?
Traded places with Jagrees.
By fire and spit!
What are you gonna do about this trade?
Waste of Caleb's time and mine. Jagrees and Baladia didn't need his push. They're bound together. Just like in the forge. You let the weight of the hammer do the work, not the arm. Never figured Caleb for a tender sort.
You're not angry?
Oh, I'll make him sweat it. But one thing I've learned, some things will happen no matter what you do.
At least she's very reasonable.
Why did you need behemoth cables from that herd?
Those cables make the best fuses for our cannons. Even so, they wear out fast and we always need more. Our guns keep us strong and free. Without them, we're easy scrap for bandits and machines.
You could trade for them.
Some supplies we need to get on our own, or we're dependent on others. That's a burden we won't bear.
But you asked me for help.
Some burdens are welcome.
Why the urgency with this herd?
Once that herd hits the cauldron, it'll be out of our reach, and another won't come for a long while. We need those cables, and we've got to take them now. If you find those 2, send them back in one piece. If you bring me behemoth cables while you're at it, I'd be beholden to you.
Careful. It could become a habit.
Okay, I have to find some behemoths. Are they trapped by behemoths, or what? Wait, whoa. Where'd my diamond go? Oh, they're around here. Got it. Oh, well, there they are. And I probably went the wrong way for this. Oh, there we go.
You had us wandering for
arguing.
hours.
Just what I'm looking
That's
for.
because I couldn't.
Someone's coming.
Are you
there
Jagrees and Baladia? Caleb sent me to look for you.
He did? Now Petra must know we lost the herd.
No, I lost it.
I don't care who lost it. Just, why don't I track it down for you?
I couldn't let you do that. It was my responsibility, not yours or his.
We saw 3 behemoths and some shell walkers in the herd. It won't be easy alone.
Yeah, well.
I can sneak up on the herd better without conversation.
Arguing, you mean? I'll go with you alone. Jagrees can ask his incessant questions to the wind.
Why did you even agree to the trade if you can't stand a minute of my presence? If you weren't...
Enough! Jagrees, Baladia asked you to switch with Caleb so she could spend time with you.
What?
And if I heard right, Jagrees led you off course so he could spend more time talking with you.
Really?
Now you talk it out while I get those behemoth cables. Where did you last see the herd?
Oh, up on that ridge. And take some arrows with you.
Thanks.
I've got more than enough. Let's see how... Oh. Which way are we going? Is it this way? Yep, it's this way. So there was behemoths and shell walkers. Okay. It's one down. Damn. There we go.
You've got those behemoth cables, don't you? I knew you'd come through.
Of course I
And
would.
Jagrees and Baladia should be along. Eventually.
We've been expecting you ever since they came back. Whatever you did, it worked. Now they're off snogging in the shed.
Finally. She put me on guard duty for a month, so I'm glad it was worth it. Thank you.
No problem.
I see you survived their bickering.
Barely.
I could say they struggle in love because they're young, but the old rarely fare better. Thank you, Aloy, for enduring them.
Anytime. Now let's go see if there's any other side missions.